Thank you. I appreciate that.
How'd you find out?
It was late last night. My manager, Miguel Perez, he called me into his hotel room and broke the news. Kind of made it a funny joke. Kind of a bunch of our staff came out of kind of the back end of the hotel room and gave a big old hug. And
Nice.
it was awesome.
Did you kind of have a sense that maybe something was coming and you've been hitting the ball pretty well?
Yeah, a little bit. I knew that I was doing well, and there was going to be some opportunity to come up at some point during the year, and I'm glad it's now.
I assume you've had the chance to text, call friends, family, things like that.
Everybody. My dad, my mom, agent, friends, everybody, man. I was super excited.
Cal, when you weren't put on the 40-man, did you wonder if this day would come here?
No, it's nice to get put on the 40 at the time, but no, I didn't have any doubts about if I was going to be able to make it up or if I was, out of the running for it. No way. Yeah, I trained for this and practiced for this for a long time.
Not to suggest you.
How long have you been training for this? What are you feeling like today?
No, I feel good. I'm still pretty young, 23, but yeah, the plan didn't change or the end goal didn't change just because I had that one speed bump.
Not to suggest that you weren't motivated beforehand, but whenever you do hit that speed bump, do you maybe ramp it up to 11? Like, okay, no, I'm gonna prove you, I'm a big leaguer.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. There's a I don't know if you want to call it a chip on the shoulder, but there's a sense of now watch what I can do. For sure.
How do you prepare for what? Sorry about that, Chuck.
No.
How do you prepare for what today will actually feel like, though? The nerves of that. Like, how do you kind of put that beside?
Recognize that it's a new thing, and you might be a little nervous, and that's okay. But just try to prepare well, and usually that takes away the nerves. Whenever I feel real prepared, with my cage work or on the field or anything, it usually takes away nerves from me.
Cal, what's key to your consistency, especially this year, with your consistent at-bats?
I've been able to set myself up in a good spot to hit almost every time. Sometimes I was a little bit tough, early in my career, just being a kid. Would get out of position and make it a little harder to see the ball. But, I found a good spot to be in where I'm comfy in the box and I can get there every time.
It's kind of looking at It's kind of looking from like a macro sense. It's not just you being called up, but Lonzo being called with Will, you're being called with Luck. What's your kind of perception on it of being like part of like this next wave of guys and with more guys potentially on the way?
It's cool, man. We got a lot of good ball players coming through, and I'm happy that Pittsburgh's giving some of the homegrown guys a chance to play. It's cool. I played with Castro since GCL baseball, man, which I think is awesome. Being in the same locker room at this point in our careers.
Does that almost help with some of the? I asked you earlier about like potential nerves or anything like that. Does that help just having like even Diego and Jack like you played with last year?
100%, man. I love Jack. Jack was my roommate. When he got traded over and we went out to together, it is nice to have some familiar faces, and even everybody, everyone's super inviting.
Right.
Excited. It seems like we're excited to have him here, and I'm excited to be here.
I don't think